Hello Internet, how you doing? This is Mosno Al-Moseeki, your Sudanese rock star from Baltimore, Maryland. And today I'm actually going to be cooking. I'll be making my very first ever vegan dish. Yes, I have taken the 6-week pledge through veganlivingprogram.org, which is a local organization here in Baltimore. They're doing some really cool stuff. And I've learned that I will actually have to cook a lot or many of my meals. And I'm very new to cooking, let alone learning how to use all these cool ingredients that we're going to be doing. Now the recipe that I'm doing is something that I totally made up. I'm just going to flat out and say it. I just saw these ingredients and thought, you know what, this might actually work. So what I'm doing is I'm going to be cooking some tofu using some curry sauce. The curry sauce, I've looked into it, it only just uses a whole bunch of really cool oils. There's no meat and no dairy, so it is definitely vegan friendly. So the idea is I'll be able to cook some of the tofu, add the curry to it, and everything works out fine. Is that how it's gonna go? I have no idea, because the tofu has been frozen. I've been told to freeze the tofu in order to get a better taste out of it. But after I did that, I learned that you need to drain the water out of the tofu first, which I did not do. So this is undrained defrosting tofu. So this is going to be fun. But most important thing of all, before I do anything, is play some music, because you gotta be in the mood to do this stuff. I mean, seriously. So yeah, so let's get started. I'll start chopping up the tofu, and I'll see you in a bit. So what I started doing was I took the big chunk of tofu and I broke it into smaller pieces, and then now I'm going to make them even smaller than that, because I think I would like them to be at a more like bite-sized, so that way it'll be easier to eat and hopefully it would absorb all the spices and whatnot from the curry easier, because I'm told that tofu actually absorbs stuff like a sponge very quickly. So hopefully this works. I know my technique sucks, but as I said, I am no vegan chef, my friends. I am a humble musician learning how to make this stuff for the first time. Oh, and by the way, this is firm tofu. I was trying to see if I could find some extra firm, but I could not. So I'm using firm tofu to make this happen. So far, so good. So, keep you posted, see what happens after this. Alright, so what has happened now is I finished cutting up all the tofu, and I added some olive oil, actually extra virgin olive oil, being heated up on the pan behind me. And just to add a little bit of flavor, what I did was I use this all the time because I'm lazy. Like, I'm sorry, I'm a guy, I'm just super lazy. So what I found was this all-purpose seasoning. So that way it just has a whole bunch of different seasonings in there. And I've used it before in my other, you know, heated up meals. And it tastes pretty good. I like it. So I figured, you know, I could add a little bit in there, be heated up, and I add a little bit on top of the tofu as well, so that way, you know, it just all absorbs into it. And right now I'm just waiting for the oil to heat up, and once that happens, I'll be throwing in the tofu in there, and hope for the best. Let's see if this works out. Wish me luck. Now, I have put the tofu in here, and I've been stirring it for a little bit, as you can see. And in retrospect, I think I might have put a little too much olive oil. But this is a learning experience. Learn from my mistakes, people. Learn from my mistakes. So it's been, I see things are like bubbling a little bit, so I'm assuming things are nice and hot in here. The tofu has not changed color. I was expecting it to change color, like to caramelize or something, but it's not doing that, so I'm going to assume that it just does not do that, and it just takes the form of whatever color ingredient you add to it. So, with that said, let's add the curry sauce. I'm sure you can hear the bubbling. I can actually smell a lot of the spices that I put earlier on. And this is the mild curry, because I do not like hot curry. I don't care what you think. I don't care if you think I'm a wuss. I like to taste my food. Thank you very much. So this is mild curry. Mild curry and vegetables, I should add. There we go. So yeah, so I'm basically just going to stir this up for a bit. And in retrospect, not retrospect, but the idea is that after a little bit of this simmering, bring down the heat a little bit, that this should actually be ready to eat fairly soon. So I'm just going to cover this up, and I will show you the end product once it is done. Alright, so the dish is done. Have it right here. I'm gonna have you take a look at it. There it is, tofu with mild curry sauce. I just gave it a taste a few seconds ago. Oh, cool. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's okay. I found that the texture of the tofu was not as firm as I thought it would be. It's actually much softer. So I'm thinking maybe when I do this next time, I would need to add or need to get extra firm. Or if I did something wrong, which I'm pretty sure I did, please leave a comment. Let me know how I could make sure that the tofu is firmer than it is now. And also, I don't think it absorbed a lot of the spices that I put. So I'm definitely gonna have to add a little more spices to it, or maybe a little bit of salt or something, sea salt, in order to make sure that it's up to my taste buds. I like things a little bit more soury than normal. But yeah, so please, hope you enjoyed my first attempt at making a vegan dish. I promise you it will get better as I progress and as I learn better ways to make things. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and please make sure to check out the vlog, which is veganmusez.blogspot.com, and Musez is with a Z, so Muse, M-U-S-E-Z, veganmusez.blogspot.com. And over there I'm basically posting about my experience as a first-time vegan and as a musician, and how that's going to affect me on a daily basis, because I travel and I play outside of the comforts of vegan Baltimore, so it's definitely going to be a very interesting experience. I've already did a few posts on there with some vegan recipes that I've thought of, which came out pretty good for desserts mainly. That's another thing that I'm going to try as well. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Check out the blog. Check out veganlivingprogram.org and veganmusez.blogspot.com. Leave me a comment. Let me know what your thoughts of this dish, and let me know how I can improve it, how I can make it better, so that maybe next time I'll do something a little different. Or if you have suggestions of easy stuff for very early people who are cooking like myself, because I'm very new to this. So thank you again very much. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Peace.